Wouldn't lie to you, doesn't matter what I do. She's got a hold on me. She knows how to drive a truck, but she lets me pick her up when we're going dancing. My heart stops beating when my headlights shining on her. She's my country.
Okay, I'm just pulling in for a quick charge ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got to go out to Brecon, pick up in Brecon, come back to Newport, pick up in Newport, and then go to Bristol Airport, and then back. So that's about 160 miles. I'm just going to charge it up to 80%. That'll be enough for that trip, and also give me enough to do a little bit of messing around. I might go into Cardiff and do some Uber Comfort and Bolt. I did have a job offer for tomorrow afternoon. I've got to be in Brecon tomorrow at 10 in the morning, so I'm charging now rather than tomorrow morning. I did get a job offer from Swansea to Cardiff tomorrow afternoon. Pick up at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, which would have fitted really nicely. Except that when I had to confirm availability, the thing with OTS is if you go on any other website, you have yes and no. You have your positive and then you have your negative. It's the other way around on OTS. It starts unavailable or available. I hit the wrong one. I was driving, saw it's suddenly available, just flicked the unavailable, thinking it was available. I messed up basically, so I didn't get the job. Well, I got the job, but I turned it down. It happens. Sometimes you just have brain fog. So I don't have that on for tomorrow afternoon, which would have been a nice day otherwise. But job's done okay. Tuesday tomorrow, I've just been messing around today. I've had a day off. Tuesday, then Wednesday, I've got Heathrow. Thursday, I've got private work from Bristol Airport back to Cambridge. People took out last week. Now, I did have another job come through, which I could have bidded on from OTS for tomorrow night, which was a 4:30 pickup at Aberdare, going to Crowley, 188 miles. The problem is, with this car, I now pay excess mileage, which I never used to. They've now brought in Otto have brought in the and enforcing their excess mileage. Now that runs from Friday through till Thursday. Obviously Friday I did that big Gatwick. Got the Heathrow tomorrow. I've got the Brecon to Bristol tomorrow. If I do that Heathrow, it's going to take me over the 1,000-mile week limit. So that's 188 miles there, 188 miles back. That's 370 miles of excess charge at 20p a mile. So, as you can imagine, that's 20, 40, 60 pounds just in excess mileage off the fare. So what I might do, because my working week runs from, at the moment, it runs from start Sunday, finish Saturday. I may change that now, and try and bring it in line with Otto Car's week, which is starts Friday, ends Thursday, and then I can keep track of the mileage. But there we go, we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't say how long it's going to take. 15 minutes from 37 to 80%. We're hitting 95. We did earlier just hit 101. I think I've said that this charger at Malpas Road is 120 kilowatt rate, but it's not. I had to pause then. It is kilowatts. It's not. It's 150 kilowatts. flow charge. So 150. Right, so there we are. Everything's all warming up quite nicely, and we're hitting 118 kilowatts. To be honest with you, I have done over 150 kilowatt on occasions at this pump. So even though it's rated as 150 kilowatt charger, I think there's a little bit of flexibility into it, and it can go up. I've had it as high as 170. And that's not bad out of 150 kilowatt charger. Oops, sorry, it's going to take a little bit longer. It's going to take about 19 minutes. I forgot I had it as a 70% turn off, and I've just turned it up to 80%. So in total, it's going to be about 19 minutes from 37% up to 80%. But the one thing I like about the Ioniq 5 is it has a really good charging curve, and it'll stick at 120 all the way through 80%, 85%, and really only starts to drop at around 90 to 95%. That's when it starts dropping. Really good charging curve. Okay, so they're about 80%, so from 37% to 80%, 18 minutes. 18 minutes 38 seconds. Hi and welcome back to the channel. This is Rideshare Buddy UK. My name's Kevin, and as you've just seen, I topped up last night with fuel, 80% for today's job. It's 20 to 9. I'm on my way to Brecon for that 10 o'clock pickup, coming back into Newport, then out to Bristol Airport, and then back to Newport. I'm hoping to be back in Newport about 12:30. I've got 205 miles in the battery. Total journey is going to be about 180 miles. So on the way back from Heathrow, from Bristol Airport, I'll pop into the Ionity and do a charge to 80%. And what I might do, if I get back before 1 o'clock, I'll spend a couple of hours. I'll go down to Cardiff, spend a couple of hours on Uber Comfort and Bolt. Just a shame I messed up with that Swansea to Cardiff. That would have been a nice one to add on to this journey. It would have given me a good £200 plus day today. But that's the way it goes. Let's head off to Brecon. So just coming back to this Otto car's 20p excess mileage, I think for a lot of drivers with an Otto car or a taxi rental car or whatever, it's going to be quite a big hit for cash flow. If you're on a rent to buy like this is, it doesn't really matter in the long term, because whatever you pay in excess mileage will come off your total payments, repayments for the car. So you could work it so that you knock off 6 months of your payments if you do a lot of excess mileage. So on a rent to buy, it doesn't matter. On a fully managed rental, it will matter. It will really hit your earnings. For instance, I probably will go over my 1,000 miles this week by the time Thursday comes. Not by much, only a few miles. But if I get in Heathrow, say, on Thursday, I'm picking up at Bristol Airport, going back to Cambridge. If a Cardiff to Heathrow job comes up, that's about a 240 mile round trip, because this 20p a mile is on total mileage, not just your one way out. You also have to pay that 20p a mile back. So 240 miles, say, let's round up to 250 miles. That means just on excess mileage alone, you're going to be paying £50 out of your fare just on excess mileage alone. But as I say, if you're on a rent to buy, that's not too bad. That will come off your total payments at the end of your contract. But if you're on a fully managed car from Otto, you're going to lose £50 of your fare, full stop. That doesn't come back. So that's going to be quite a hard hit to take. So I should imagine a lot of drivers are going to be thinking about, well, is it worth doing those extra mileage if you're going to be losing 20p a mile? Of course, it's tax deductible, so that's not too bad. And what that means is I could hit, let's say I do 2,000 miles a week. I really push my hours and I really do 2,000 miles a week. This car is on a 3.5 year term. I could easily knock a year off that term by really pushing in miles. All tax deductible. So I could do a lot of work, keep my earnings below the 12,000 earnings limit. If I didn't have my pension, keep it below the 12,000 tax limit, and pay my car off in less than 2 years. That's one way of doing it. But if you are on a fully managed, you couldn't do it. With OTS, a trip from Cardiff to Heathrow is going to be about £170. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. Better than Uber gives. But of that 170, you'll lose £50, bringing it down to 120. Now you knock off your £6, well, £5 drop off, well, soon to be £6 drop off charge, you're down to £114. And then you got your normal expenses to take off that, and your fuel, and you're not going to have enough left then to do to even earn anywhere close to minimum wage. So once you've used up 1,000 miles, you can only do OTS work as a return job on one of your own jobs. You can't do it as a standalone job. You just wouldn't get paid enough to warrant doing that. But it would be interesting, especially for Uber drivers with this 20p a mile access, because Uber rates are barely £1 a mile now. And if you automatically lose 20p a mile off that, you're down to 80p a mile before any sort of expenses and earnings come into account. You couldn't do more than 1,000 miles a week on Uber if you're running an Otto fully managed rental or an Otto rent-to-buy. It just would. The cash flow isn't there. The finances, the profits, the margins just isn't there with Uber on Uber X to warrant an Otto car. Yeah, things are tight. Okay, so let's try and keep this video shortish. There's only one job to do today. I won't do too much of keeping tally of the score. So let's get the video going, get the music playing, and enjoy the views and the scenery of South Wales.
Boom, boom, there's a knock at the door, but don't freeze in your tracks. It's that chance that you've been waiting for. It's the light coming through the cracks. When life shows an open door, come on, step through. A chance like the purest gold. Come on, come on. When life shows an open road, you know you should ride. Forget
Right, just dropped off Bristol Airport. It's 12:10, 110 miles in a battery and 40% charge. By the time I get down to Ionity, we'll probably be down to about 70 and 30%. So I'll do a charge up to 80. I might do a couple of hours. Yeah, I might do an hour. I'll pottering around on Uber Comfort and Bolt, but not much more than that. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to have time to do any Ubering and Bolting. It's been a crawl all up the M49, and we've only now just started to speed up on the bridge, but we're still only doing 18 mile an hour. So we've had a crawl at the moment. We'll see what the time is after I've charged up. But it's come to the end of October now, a couple of days, and it's November. And I think I'm going to change my pricing in November, because we are getting a lot of price rises coming through now, especially this 20p extra mileage from Otto, and living expenses have gone up. So from the 1st of November, I'm going to change my minimum charges for Uber, Bolt, OTS, and I'm also going to put up my own private work as well, just by about 5% of my own private work. But for subcontract work, my minimum is going to go up from £4 to £4.50 minimum charge, so I won't do anything paying less than £4.50. And my mileage is going to go up from, I'm about at £1.20 I'm prepared to accept at the moment, but in from 1st of November that will go up to £1.50, so I won't take any work paying less than £1.50 and £4.50 minimum charge. Got to November and December is a time of year as a taxi driver you've got to make money to offset the losses that you're going to take in January and February, and that won't happen with Uber. Uber will continue to push down prices, and come January there's going to be a lot of drivers finding out they can't afford to live because Uber have only been paying £1 a mile during peak busy times. Yeah, a lot of Uber drivers are going to find it real tough in January and February when the workload crashes and they haven't had margins to set aside a fighting fund for those quiet times. Yeah, it'll be tough for a lot of Uber.
Wake up 2 p.m. I don't know where we are. Looks like a cheap motel with our clothes on the floor. I don't know how we ended up here. And we've been flying high. Are we going too far? I got no cash left and I'm losing my job over you. But I don't care about that. But I got you close and kinda hoping that one day we'll get the rhythm of it. Yeah, 'cause no one knows if we're just jumping out the window, try to cling on to it.
Okay, so we are Ionity 53% and 91 miles on the clock. So let's just get charged up and then head to Tesco's because I need to use the loo. Right, so we were connected up, 19 minutes from 33% up to 80%. So straight in at 110 kilowatt charging, which is really nice. Okay, so there we are. It actually took a lot quicker than I first thought. 8 minutes 57 from 37% up to 80%, £12.97. And I've got 231 miles on the battery. Right, that was a handy one. I'd just gone to the toilet at the Mega Services, switched on, and I've got an Uber. A little bit low on the pay, £36, but it looks like it's going to be from the Queensway Meadows Industrial Estate to Bristol. I've done these before. I think it's possibly, can't guarantee, but it may be a trade plate driver from the British car auctions at Nash going to the British car auctions depot down at Bristol Docks. It seems to be about right. But this is it. We might find out Ubering. Right, so that's it. It's probably just going to be this one job out today for £36. I'm in Bristol. I'm not going to get back home for an hour because it's building up to rush now. It's 3 o'clock. Google Maps saying it's going to be just after 4, so I'm going to call that a day. I've got Bolt on with destinations back to Newport because Bolt is quite busy in Bristol, and I can log on to Bolt. Can't log on to Uber. I can log on to Bolt, so I've got Bolt on. Hopefully, might pick up something going back to Newport.
Continue straight onto Bath
Unlikely,
Road,
you never know though. So, if I don't, that's it. Thanks for watching. 2 jobs today at Brecon and around to Bristol Airport via Newport, and Newport out to Bristol. And a couple of charge ups.